Welcome, would-be dictators, to Geek Salad's Retro Movie Reviews from the Geek Salad Podcast. I'm Andy.
And I'm Mike.
And tonight we are continuing our look back at black and white Golden Age Hollywood comedy teams. And tonight we are serving up a trio of Three Stooges shorts.
Yes, I am so very happy because, as I've said many times before on this podcast and shows, that
is your cat sneezing?
Yeah.
Yeah, my cat was sneezing like a storm earlier.
Yeah. But yeah, they are one of my all-time favorite comedy groups. I've been a fan of them ever since I was growing up and watching the Three Stooges marathon on New Year's Eve on Channel 38.
Yep.
With Dana Hershey.
You want to let our dear audience know what what they are in store for in terms of.
Yes. Well, I mean, there are, I think 190 Stooge shorts to choose from. So, yeah, I had my work cut out for me. But I decided to choose the 1934 classic Men in Black, which does not have them hunting aliens. It is actually the only Stooge short that was ever nominated for an Academy Award. The next one we do is 1940s You Nazty Spy, which is the very first time Hitler and the Nazi Party was mocked in Hollywood. And lastly, we're doing Who Done It from 1949 with Shemp. And it just has a lot of very regular Stooge background actors in it.
Yeah. So, well, let's start with Men in Black then. This, as you mentioned before, this is the only Stooge short to be nominated for an Academy Award. Interesting you bring that up, too, as today is Academy Award nomination day.
Yeah.
Yeah. My man Shemp.
The third Howard brother.
Yeah. What was interesting about this one is I feel like this one is like your best intro to the Three Stooges in terms of the gags that last, the gags that transcend outside of the shorts. Yeah.
And I would say more than any other Stooge short, this one is very episodic. It's very much scene. There's really not a plot line through the short.
Right, exactly.
And you don't really see that.
One of the three shorts that we looked at that really seems like it's on the go.
Yeah. Dr. Howard, Dr. Vine, Dr. Howard.
Fine, Dr. Howard.
Yeah, no other Stooge short is as just scene. All of them have like a through line. This one, it's just them doing a bunch of wacky things as doctors.
Put them in the hospital. That's all you needed to know. For duty and honor. He made it through med school. Reading up on this one, it's interesting that this was the first one that introduced Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard, Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard. It also introduced the bit of them slamming the door and walking through the plate glass window. And it just keeps happening, which I thought was a great gag.
Obviously I've seen these shorts several times. There's a little bit of continuity error.
Definitely gonna be able to talk to. I've only watched each of them once.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a continuity error where like the plate glass shatters, and then like in the next shot the door is like a solid wood door. It's a minor quick thing. I do also love the bit
turned around really fast.
Yeah, where they keep running into the closet and coming out on different methods of transportation.
Yep. And this is also the one that introduced the huddle.
Yes.
So every time they had to confer on something, they huddle.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a fun short. I think out of the three that we watched, this one I think had the most satisfactory ending. Continuity. when they sew up all of the surgical tools.
Yeah, in the
hospital administrator, and they just hear like that rattling going on. I felt like that was the best gag out of the three that we're talking.
Yeah, and then they just charge out, tear apart that speaker, and finally put an end to Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Also, like, you know, they had the weird hiccuping, giggling nurse.
Yes.
Which is just kind of an odd little bit that it's there and it happens.
It just comes out of nowhere, and it definitely, honestly, it just is such a trope of its time.
Yeah.
You know, in the early 40s, you were going to get like those Betty Boop style, you know, ditzy nurses.
Yeah.
It's interesting too, because with this one, I feel like everybody kind of had equal footing.
Yeah.
Throughout. Versus, I mean, like, you know, You Nazi Spy, where it really is the Mo show, and then Larry and Curly are just kind of doing other things. Like, Curly obviously gets more chance to shine in that one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, this was really, I mean, like, because this was their second short, actually.
Really? Okay.
Either the second or the third short. I know the first short with Curly was Women Haters, which is entirely done in rhyme.
Uh-huh.
And it's okay. It never really stood out for me. And then it was either this one or Punch Drunks.
This is the third entry in the series released by Columbia Pictures.
Okay, so Punch Drunks. Sorry. Punch Drunks was number 2. This was number 3. And also, interesting bit of note: the hospital that for the exterior shot, that is now home to the Church of Scientology.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, so if you look up the Church of Scientology, that's the building.
Okay. Interesting point, too. I'm learning this right now. The Stooges were not professionally known as the Three Stooges when the film was released, as they are billed by their individual names: Mo Howard, Larry Fine, and Curly Howard, or Jerry Howard, actually.
Jerome Howard.
Howard, yeah.
The first few shorts had him marked as Curly Ley instead of just Curly Ly.
Right, Ly, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think overall, again, I think that what do we got here, Joe? Something ironic about the guys were 5'4", being known for their shorts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerome.
Yeah. When you see them standing up against pretty much anyone else in their shorts, you can tell how tall they are or how tall they are.
They're standing next to Jeannie Roberts, the bubble voiced nurse.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are very short. You know, but that's kind of the thing, which is interesting too, because thinking about some of the comedy teams that we've talked about, especially when it comes to like the Marx Brothers as well, it's like, you know, all short Jewish comedians that are, you know, kind of found their way through everything, which is interesting.
Oh, you know what? Joe? You're small, but you have it where it counts, Joe.
Small but mighty, yeah.
Yes, there you go.
Meanwhile, Mike and I stand over 6 feet tall, so it's
I think I'm right at 6 feet.
I'm at 6'2". Yeah. So, anyway, so that's this one. I definitely think that this is the one. If you want to introduce anybody to the Stooges, this is a go-to.
Marx
Brothers. I really enjoyed this one. I feel like this one just is kind of like. It's like a Whitman sampler pack.
That's a good way of putting it.
Of the Stooges. Yeah. Because it gives you everything that you need without having to describe, you know, who are the Three Stooges. Well, there are these three guys, Mo, Larry, and Curly, and they hit each other in the head with things.
I also love the whole bit about the sell 100 Anaconda for 99 and eighth.
Okay. So, all right. Oh, well, hey, Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yeah.
Doesn't say you can't buy one for yourself, right?
Nope.
So
yeah.
Let's move on then to You Nazi Spy, which, as you mentioned, is really Hollywood's first depiction of Hitler. Now, again, it's because it got released prior to The Great Dictator.
Yeah. This was, I believe, it was filmed. I believe, but the Great Dictator was filmed first.
Yes.
But because these Stooge shorts could just be turned on a dime.
Yeah.
These guys were like filmed. This short was filmed in like November of was it November of like 39?
Yeah.
And it came out in January.
Yeah.
So they spun this on like on a dime. The director that they usually used, Jules White and Del Lord, those are the two main directors. They could put these things together like nobody's business. That's why the Stooges love working with them.
Right. Yeah, and this is an interesting one too because it's obviously it's more timely.
Yeah.
But just this one I feel this is more gag filled.
Yeah.
But also maybe more cinematic than the other two. First time push.
What's a beer push? You put your beer down and you wait for the pretzels.
Yeah. This is a tough one to like. I mean, there were some really funny gags in it. Especially the thing with the the spy that they had, the daughter.
Maddie Herring.
Not a Herring. Yeah, exactly.
Obviously,
yeah,
Mata Hari.
Where Curly is charged to take her out and shoot her, and he blindfolds himself, and
and then I mean, honestly, the whole part where they're like, peace, we want peace. Yeah, a piece of this country, a piece of that country.
Yeah,
I don't know why that's coming to mind so much these last few days. It's just
I have no idea.
It seems very timely. I don't know.
A little piece of Poland, a little piece of France. Yeah, this is a tough one. I feel like it's ballsy.
Yeah,
it's ballsy to have done this, especially because in 1939, 1940. Yes, it is History, Joe. In 1939, 1940, we were still firmly kind of like staying back from all of this.
Yeah,
it wasn't until 1941. I mean, obviously, in between, we were helping out Britain. We were sending them munitions and whatnot, but we were essentially we were staying out of this war. So to have a very popular Hollywood short come out that is addressing this head on, what's going on in Europe. Good old Lend-Lease. Lend-Lease.
Yeah. Well, because of the Hays Code at the time, it kind of frowned upon like mockery of potential, other world leaders.
Yeah.
But because this was a short subject, they kind of were in the gray area that they could get away with something like this.
Yes.
So was it like more of a big deal when Charlie Chaplin came out with The Great Dictator? Yeah, it was. But
it was, even though again he was indirectly spoofing Hitler.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean when Mo like just puts that little mustache on and puts his hair back, that is very, very clearly.
Oh yes. No, exactly. And I'm sure that, in the cinema on it, I'll take a quarterback back, you'll take 2 points.
Oh, you want 2 points?
Yeah, I'm sure that like in the theaters where it was playing, someone was like, "Oh,
And
they did the same joke in The Producers, though, in the musical of The Producers.
Oh, okay.
Who could play him?
Yeah, and then Curly was mocking Himmler, I believe, and Larry was kind of Goebbels.
Yeah.
Their propaganda.
Yeah.
Propaganda.
I mean,
Mary's
this
a
one
mom
I
again.
really feel was very much more of a Mo-centric.
Yes.
Or,
yeah. This would not be also the very last time that Mo would impersonate Hitler. There's another Stooge short called I think it was Men at Arms. I think.
Okay.
But this also was one of the very few Stooge shorts that had a direct sequel. I mean, it not direct sequel in that, because at the end of this one,
they're eaten by a tiger.
Yeah. Not that Man at Arms, no. But there I want to say about a year and a half later, they came out with one called I'll Never Heil Again.
Yeah.
In which case, and they come back and they play these same characters just in a different situation. And that one also ends with them getting killed. So they get killed twice. It's the same character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He absolutely. That's the first name that came to mind when I was thinking of who he was trying to be emulating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier about how like Men in Black had, I think, out of the three that we watched, the most satisfactory ending. This one just felt a little weak, mainly because it was just, we have to end the short. What are we going to do? Have me eat my tiger. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so some of their endings are just like, we have to end, this happens.
Right.
Done.
Sorry, there's a feature film coming up after this.
Yeah, they were very... They couldn't always get away with fantastic writing because they were limited to like 19, 20 minutes. So, So yeah, the endings of Stooge shorts are never the strongest bits, but they just end. Yeah.
So, all right, well, let's move on to our final short. Oh, we have no lions, but on target for the Cubs.
Oh, the Giants. One more thing I do want to say about You Nasty Spy is since all three of them were I want to say what is it? Ashkenazi Jews.
Ashkenazi Jews, yeah.
They made use of very liberal uses of Yiddish.
Oh.
And like when they say beblach, I guess that means beans. When Mo was doing his big speech as on the land, one of the lines is basically Yiddish for "I've had it in the belly button."
Yep.
And they could get away with that because it was Yiddish,
They
the censors didn't understand.
Us poor Gentiles, we don't understand any of that. All right, so the final short
ball.
that we're go sports ball. Our final short is a Shemp Howard short. Who done it?
Yeah. Not my favorite short, but I think it plays really well, and it's also got probably one of the best collections of some of the more popular assistant, like kind of the secondary characters.
Yeah.
Like Christine McIntyre, who plays the niece is nice. She appeared in several Stooge shorts, going all the way back to the later Curly years.
Okay.
And the guy who played Mr. Goodrich himself was Emil Sitka, who back after Larry had his massive career-ending stroke, Mo was going to redo the Three Stooges with Emil Sitka in the Larry role in Curly Joe DeRita as Curly, but then I think Mo had some issues and he had to just shit can the whole thing.
Yeah, and that's kind of sounds like what they were battling age. I didn't hate Curly, but I always like Shemp more. The poor thing neither of them were Joe Best. Yeah.
It's weird. When I was growing up, I was always more of a Curly guy. It's been only more recently when I've kind of gone back to some of the Stooge shorts and really kind of done a deep dive on Shemp. I really have come to appreciate Shemp a lot more. I still prefer Curly, but I like Shemp a lot.
Well, I think part of the thing is, and you can put your polite comments below. Are you a Curly or a Shemp guy?
Yeah.
The thing with Curly is that I find Curly to be incredibly entertaining, but Curly is the Curly character.
Yeah.
Whereas Shemp was a little more versatile in terms of his ability to kind of flex through different shorts. He didn't play the same type of character all the time. Well, and like Mo would always be the leader. Larry would always be the straight man.
Yeah.
But having that third wheel, I feel like Shemp really was able to tackle, like cover a lot of bases in sports ball.
I mean, Shemp was also back when Curly was the third Stooge. Shemp had a very successful standalone career. I've seen like movies just pop up and hey, there's Shemp right there.
It's Shemp Howard. Oh my goodness. Yeah. This one was weird for me because I felt like
no, you're not, Kurt. Nobody is a Curly Joe Dorito guy.
Nobody is a Joe Dorito guy. Not even Joe Dorito is a Joe Dorito guy.
I could see that.
Yeah. I felt with this one, I felt like I was missing something. Like this was part of a series of shorts with the same supporting characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, Joe Besser is also kind of the studio basically had the Stooges for they had the Stooges for a bunch of shorts, and then Shemp died before they finished up their contract. So she was like, "Oh, that's terrible." Joe Besser's going to fill in the role.
Yep, exactly. He looks like Curly. We can do that.
Yeah. Studios were not nice back then.
No, they were terrible back then. And that's the thing too. Okay, so getting back to kind of that dynamic, I do feel, while Larry had been a part throughout. So Larry Fine had been a part throughout.
Yeah.
The family dynamic of the Howard brothers was really nice, and I felt like that made it work. A lot like the Marx brothers. They're still terrible. Yeah,
but at least back then, at least now they have like the unions to help protect the actors.
But I'll tell you straight up though, Joe, Warner Brothers is eating shit right now because of the deal that they cut with Ryan Coogler on Sinners.
Yeah.
They essentially just distributed that film. They don't have any rights to any of the other stuff with that. He cut an amazing deal because they had no faith in the movie that just got nominated for more Oscars than any film in history.
Yeah. Actually, kind of going off of that, how shitty the studios were back then. When the Stooges kind of burst into the house.
Yeah.
Apparently, Mo injured his ankle pretty badly.
Mm-hmm.
And the studio didn't want to give them time off because they had to get the short out. So he had to just wrap up his knee, his leg, I think it was his knee actually. Sorry, and just limp for the rest of the scene.
Oh man,
yeah,
that's rough.
The studios would not let him take the time off to go to the hospital.
That's rough.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. Now that's because he injured it, and the studio didn't want. Yep. They had a deadline.
Yeah, we have cameras that are incapable of stopping rolling, and film is expensive. Continue. Yeah. This one just felt weird. I felt like we were being dropped into a scene, a continuation of a scene from a previous short. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And some of them are just like that. They just kind of start, and you feel like you missed something, but you didn't. That's just how they decided to start. I mean, I
remember as a kid enjoying better Shemp shorts than this one.
Yeah. I mean, like the black guy that actually unties them at the beginning.
Yeah.
That is Dudley Dickerson. He has appeared in several Stooge shorts. He always kind of has these larger than life expressions that make him really kind of fun to see him play against. If you want to see a good Dudley Dickerson Stooge short, There's one called Gem of a Jam with Curly.
Okay.
And he actually has a whole scene with Curly that is just really, really good. It's really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is kind of, I mean, just, what do we got here? I just wanted to carry on around the little camera.
Yeah, the whole.
Yeah, I think, in reviewing these, it's tough because they are shorts, and it's really tough to review the shorts. And doing 3 of them where you're shifting up subject matter, you're shifting up a whole bunch of stuff. I feel like just this review stands more as just being like a kind of a celebration of the Stooges, per se. I mean, that you do get to that point if you're not like, I mean, for me, I wouldn't call myself a fan, but I enjoy it when I watch it.
Yeah,
I could feel though watching more than like 3. Like I couldn't do a marathon because at some point it's like, okay, I get it. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I'm such a big Stooge fan. I've seen them all so many times that if I'm like, I've just got like a kind of laid back Saturday or something, I'll just go into the official Three Stooges YouTube channel, Three Stooges Plus.
Nice.
They've got like 10-hour marathons, 8-hour marathons, 12-hour marathons, and I'll just put one on and just, I'll be doing my own thing. I'll look over. I know this one. Yeah. Back to whatever knowing.
Yeah. So, I mean, overall, I feel like this was a really great idea to include the Stooges in here again because I don't think they ever made a full length movie, right? Everything was
they did, but not until like the 60s with Curly Joe DeRita.
So by that point, Mo and Larry were just like, "Please let me die."
Yeah, honestly, when you get to that point in their career, even a Stooge lover like me, they're not great to watch.
No. Well, I mean, watching guys who have been doing it for over 30 years.
Yeah,
and they weren't young then either, and that's
I mean, honestly, even then, like they probably would not have been doing those movies, but that was the point that television started coming around. Yeah. And people were rediscovering their shorts. So they got their popularity was revived. So they were like, hey, let's try to ride this wave and make a little bit more money because we didn't get shit from the studios.
Yep, exactly. Ugh, that's sad. Anyway, this was a really good idea. I'm looking forward to that's why my favorite Stooges short is Brittle Boneheads from The Simpsons. It's been painful watching interviews with Mo at the end when they're just trying to squeeze out. Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, like one of my favorite Curly shorts is Three Little Pirates. But even that one's kind of hard for me to watch now because that was like I want to say that was like 3 or 4 before he had to retire. And he had already had like at least 1 or 2 fairly significant strokes.
Yeah.
So
he really was just like.
Yeah, like Three Little Pirates, he was on his game. That was like the last hurrah by him. But most of the shorts around that time, he looks thin. He looks he's not as on point like he usually is.
Yeah.
Some of them are really kind of tough to watch because like he's still trying, but it's clear he's no longer fit to do it. But again, the studios did not want to let him go out of his contract, so they forced him to keep going.
Yeah.
And that's what probably ended up killing him, honestly.
Yeah. I just looked this up. He was 48 years old when he died.
Yeah.
So you have to apologize to the Violence Now kids for watching the shorts more.
Mo is the later interviews there.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah. So this was a lot of fun having this conversation. So we want to know, what are your thoughts on the Three Stooges? What is your favorite short? Pop that in the chat. Leave a polite comment below. And as always, folks, thank you, first of all, for Joe and Kurt for hanging out in the chat today. Thank you. Thank you for pushing the conversation forward here. And what do you got? Like watching Frankie Valli. Oh, God. I just pray for the sniper at some point.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Yes, but his career is not.
Oh my god! Yeah, no. I was on a kick for, speaking of Frankie Valli, I was on a kick a few months ago because I follow John Bowser from Sha Na on Blue Sky. He is, oh my god, what a mind that guy has. He is doing a lot of good for a long time. But I got I remember watching Sha Na as a kid, so I watched a few episodes of it. Frankie Valli was in one of them, and this is right after Grease. And to the point where they are making the connection. We were in Greece, you were in Greece. Hey, maybe you can get us a movie career. And he cannot act against any of them. It was bad. I'm like, I remember liking the movie Back to the Beach, but maybe it wasn't just because of him. Yeah, again, pray for the sniper. But anyway, yeah, back to the Stooges. Yeah, let us know what your favorite short is. Also, don't forget, folks, this is YouTube. You know the rules. Subscribe, yeah, la, 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 la. If you like what we do here, we do this every week, so you can check out our playlists in the channel. And also, you can follow us on the socials. We are at Geek Salad Podcast on Facebook and at Geek Salad Radio on Blue Sky. I'm sorry, Mike. Did you have something else to say?
No. I was just apologizing for yawning.
Oh, that's cool. So anyway, again, Joe, Kurt, thank you so much for joining us. And until next time, I'm Andy.
I'm Mike.
Go forth and be nerdful. We'll talk to you later. Woo!